So if we look at our slide here, you can see words like today I am running, today I am walking, today I am singing. Can you see a pattern in these words? They all have the same ending, and it's another suffix that we use when we want to talk in the present tense about things that are actually happening right at the moment. So cooking, reading, sailing, thinking, all of them have something in common. That is the suffix ing. So just like before when we learned about the suffix ed for talking in the past, now we learn about the suffix ing that we add to the end of a base word to help us talk in the present tense. Words like walking, cooking, jogging, resting, picking, washing. When we say or when we read words that have ing at the end, it's always going to sound a bit the same. It's always going to sound like ing at the end of the word. So we don't really need to do too much practice at how it will sound when we say it or read it. But we can do some practice about how we will use the spelling rules when we write it in our written work or in our spelling. The very, very exciting thing is that you already know the rules. The rules that you learned for writing ed are the same for writing ing. I'll shrink myself down in the corner. The same rules. So the same rules apply for both. If we need to add ed for past tense or if we're adding ing for present tense. Now, do you remember what the three rules were? We went through them a couple of days ago and we practiced with the ed endings. We can use those same rules now to practice adding ing to words. Let's have a think. What were the three rules? Can you remember? I'll go back and find the slide that shows us those rules. Here they are. So they were all, well, when we learned them about adding ed, but these will all be the same, exactly the same when we're adding ing to make a present tense verb. So the first rule was if the base word has an e at the end, we drop that e off, we add ed. And in the present tense, we drop the e off and we add ing. The second rule was looking at that base word if it had a short vowel in its last three sounds and the last three were a consonant vowel, consonant letter pattern. Then we have to double that last consonant, then add the ed, or we double the last consonant and we add the ing. Now we're going to do some practices so that you can see this happening. It'll make it much easier if you see it happening. And then the third option was always if it's just any other word that doesn't have a CVC pattern or it doesn't have an E on the end, we will just add ed or add ing to the end. And usually those words might have a blend, a consonant blend, or it might be a different pattern, like two vowels and a consonant. Let's do some practice because that's the easiest way. So the first rule we learned about was if our base word had a final E, or the last letter in the word was an E. What was the rule? Let's say it. If there's a final E, drop the E and add ed, or drop the E and add ing. So we're going to do that now together. Our base word is move. If we want to say it in the present tense, today I am, what would present tense be for move? Moving. Today I am moving. We have to drop the E, add ing. Today I am moving. Yesterday I moved. We have to drop the E, add ed, and then we get moved. Today I am moving. Yesterday I moved. Well done. We'll do one more together. Are you ready? If the base word is rake, what will the present tense be? Today I am raking. Awesome, everyone. So we need to drop the E, take it off, add ing, and that will spell raking. If we want to say yesterday I raked, awesome, we take off the E, drop the E, add ED, and that gives us raked. Let me quickly zoom through and do the rest. And there you go, just like magic, they're all done. Today I am diving. Yesterday I dived. Today I am smiling. Yesterday I smiled. And it was the same rule for dive and smile. I dropped the E and then I added the suffix ing or ed. Then we have the next rule. The next rule applies to our base word that has a short vowel in its last 3 letters, or a consonant vowel consonant pattern in its last 3. So all of these words that I have here, these base words, fit that category. They all have a consonant vowel consonant pattern, and all of the vowels are short vowels. In all of these words, we have to double the final consonant before we add the suffix. And the suffix might be ed for past tense, or it might be ing for present tense. Let's try a few together. The base word is pat. If we want to talk in the present tense, like today, I am patting. Awesome. We have to look. What's the final consonant there? T. Double the T. Add ing. Today I am patting. Yesterday what would it be? Yesterday I patted. Awesome. The final consonant there is T. Double the T. Add ed. Today I am patting. Yesterday I patted. Let's do one more together. The base word is hop. It fits consonant vowel consonant pattern. So we know it's going to be a doubling of that P there. We need to double that last P and then ing. Today I am hopping. Yesterday I hopped. Awesome. Double the P, add ed. Can you see the pattern? I'm going to zip along and do the others really quickly. I super quickly did the rest, and so I had to double the G and add ing to get today I am hugging. Yesterday I hugged. I doubled the T and added ing for I am spotting, and yesterday I spotted. Remember, at any time if you need to press pause and go back and watch it again to get the hang of it, you can always do that, and that's the good thing about videos. Let's move on to the next one. The final word list are words that don't really fit the other 2 categories. They don't have an E on the end, and they don't have a CVC pattern. So in these ones, we just add the ed, or for present tense, we just add the ing straight to the base word, and that will be the correct spelling. Let's have a go together. The base word is rest, rest, rest. Today I am, thank you, resting. So it has a blend at the end. It doesn't fit the CVC pattern. There's no E, so we just add ing to the end of the base word to get resting. And yesterday I rested. Good job. We add ed to the end to get rested. Let's do one more together. Today I am wishing. Perfect. Yesterday I wished. Let me zip along and quickly do the rest. The last words were help, which turned to helping, and helped, and we had look, which changed to today I am looking, yesterday I looked. All of those fitted this rule, and so it was really easy to know what I needed to do to the word to spell it correctly. All right, I think it's now your turn to have a bit of a go. The best way to learn this new spelling rule is just to have a little bit of a practice with sorting and trying to make words and seeing if they make sense. So your practice today is to rule up your page just like this one here, and it will be on your rainbow chart as well. You will list some base words down here, and there's a list of base words coming, and it will also be, here it is, these are the base words. These will also be on the rainbow chart and on the Lavella at Home page. You rule up your page, into 3. So the first column will be base words. The second column is going to be where you change the base word into a present tense by adding ing and remembering the rules. So you'll need to check the base word, have a good look at it, work out what the pattern is in it, and then you'll know what to do before you add ing. Then the same word, I want you to change it into the past tense. So when you would change it to the past tense, you will need to add ed. So take the base word, work out what rule, and then work the word into a past tense by adding ed. Let me see. That will be your list. This will be an example. It will look like this. You've put the base words in. Wave, hop, hunt. All base words. What do you need to do to those to change it into a present tense and a past tense? I think the best clue to help you is to say it in the little sentence that we've got at the top. So if you know the base words wave, I want you to put it in a sentence. Today I am waving. How do we write waving? Look at the word. You can see there's an E on the end. Drop the E, then add ing. So it's going to look a bit like this. When you've ruled up your page, it will look like this. It will have 3 columns, one for where you will write the base word, and then you'll change it into a present tense and a past tense by adding ing and ed. So if we had wave, wave is the base word. I know there's an E on the end, so I need to write it. Drop the E, don't write the E, but add ing to get waving. I'm not very good at writing on the board. Let's do waved. Wave. Drop the E and add ed. Wave becomes today I am waving, yesterday I waved. That's what you're going to do on your sheet of paper with the list of base words, and they were back on the rainbow chart. Next week,